Thursday morning, February 6th, 8:21 a.m. Grabbing my first order of the day. Starbucks. Not particularly good, but acceptable, I guess. $7.25 for 5.4 miles or something like that. But it's going to an area where there's like a Dunkin', a couple McDonald's, so hopefully I can get something else right off the bat, or as I'm dropping this off. Would be ideal. I'm on schedule all day today for DoorDash. I've got Grubhub and Uber Eats on. I've been getting blown up with no-tip Walmart orders on Uber Eats so far. Nothing new. So I'll be out here, presumably, all day. I know I've said that before, and it hasn't been the case. But we'll make sure we can make it happen. Especially considering this is like the only day all week I've been able to work the only day all week I've been able to work all day. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. Shooting for over $200 today. Over $225. If I stay out all day, that shouldn't be a problem. Feels like it's going to be a little bit busier this morning than it has been all week. I'm getting an Uber offer right now. Probably not a good one. But I'm not even going to bother looking at it since I'm already doing this Starbucks. But yeah, on the way to drop this off. It is about 9 minutes away. And we'll see what happens thereafter. Starbucks dropped off, and just as I was hoping for, immediately got a McDonald's order right when I dropped it off. DoorDash, $7 for 3.1 miles. Taking me right back towards my spot. So, gonna go head that way, shout out Steph, and pick up this McDonald's. McDonald's order retrieved. Had a little ice storm last night. Coming home from bowling, roads were like a sheet of ice. They're just wet now though. Salt truck's been out all night, so they're okay now. I haven't slipped at all yet, so good news. Sidewalks are icy. Other than that, we're good to go. And it is busy. I've been getting offers nonstop. Most of them trash, but busy nonetheless. So I got this McDonald's order, and we're gonna roll. Little pet peeve moment. I get this order from Tropical Smoothie. $9.01 for like 5.6 miles. So okay order, like $1.75 per mile. I get here, it's not ready. Not a big deal, whatever. They're a little busy, it seemed like. So it turns out it didn't look like they'd even started it. Still not a big deal. I'll be patient, I'll wait. 10 minutes later they hand me the food, or they bring me the food, and like, I just need to see you confirm the order. Like, I have no issues confirming the order. It's like, I get it. I don't want drivers stealing shit either, because it makes us all look bad and it makes this job harder than it needs to be. But, bro, I already been sitting here 10 minutes. You're gonna really come out here and like make me confirm the order? I mean, no, I'm sure it's company policy. It's just one of the little things that annoys me. Like, normally I don't have an issue confirming an order. I get it. But it's a little, just, I don't know, it grinds my gears a little bit when I've already been sitting there for 10 minutes waiting, and then it's like, you don't trust me to confirm the order and deliver it. It's like, bro, I'm not just sitting here for 10 minutes for my health. Especially a Tropical Smoothie Cafe with your trash fucking food. Pardon the language. But heading to drop this off. This will put me at, I think, $29. We're at $9.21. So off to a solid start. See you soon. Quick little check-in. 10:15 on the nose. Terrible Uber offer. I was $3.18 for 11 miles. I didn't even see where it was from. It wasn't even worth looking at. I'm at $36 now. I just did a Michael's delivery. $7 for 3.9 miles. So I have $4 away from my minimum. So basically the next order I take will put me over my $40 minimum. Been a average morning. Started off with a lot of offers earlier between 8 and 9 o'clock. Most of them were not good, but I did find a few decent ones. And the last hour or so, it's slowed down tremendously. Not many offers to speak of at all, but if I could just get one here in the next 45 minutes, I'll feel better about it. Lunch rush begins here shortly. Hopefully business will start to pick up. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but we had a little ice storm last night. I think I did mention it. So, yards, sidewalks, driveways, and even like yards are just like layers of ice. But half of my customers have salted so far, so I'm grateful for that. So I've been able to make most deliveries pretty seamlessly, but I've slid down a couple driveways already. Have not fallen, but everything is definitely a sheet of ice if it has not been treated yet. It's supposed to be 40 degrees today, so it should, by early afternoon, the slickness should disappear and everything should dry out, hopefully. So just got to hold off for, just got to wait out a couple hours and we should be in the clear as far as the ice goes. All right, well, I'm still at $36. I just accepted one. It is 10:38 in the a.m. I hate that I accepted it, and I don't want to do it. Just based on principle. It's an easy one. Chick-fil-A. Our Chick-fil-A's in our areas are quick. I've heard in some other areas they're not so quick. But $4.50 for 1.2 miles. I'm going against my own rules here and absolutely not accepting anything under $5. But I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. Nothing much is coming through. I'm barely using any gas. It's a $2.50 tip, most likely. So I suppose this one time I'll bend my own rules. Not happy about it, but it gets me over my minimum. So this will put me at about $40, $41, somewhere in that range, and some change. So yeah, Chick-fil-A's just right there. It's only going like down the road, like not even a mile that way. So it'll be quick and easy. Still annoying though. Chick-fil-A order complete. I feel, let's not run into the tree here. I feel icky for doing it. Ugh, $4.50 for 1.2 miles. Gross. I mean, it's over $3 a mile, so if you operate by the $2 per mile theory that a lot of people do, it's worth it. Technically, used almost virtually no gas. But I, on the other hand, I do not believe in getting out of your car for $4. I think it's a waste of time most of the time, pretty much all the time. That's only the second time I've ever done an order under $5. The first time was when I just got on DoorDash, and I was already on Grubhub and Uber Eats, had been doing those for a while. And I just got on DoorDash, and I was just trying to see kind of how it worked. I remember it was like $4 for 1.8 miles. And it said high paying order above it. So I was like, does that mean it's a hidden tip? Is it going to be more than $4? Because obviously $4 is not a high paying order. But that's when I discovered that anything over $2 a mile, DoorDash basically considers a high paying order regardless of how much the pay actually is. So $4 for 1.8 miles to DoorDash is a high paying order. I beg to differ. But whatever. I mean, at least you're virtually using no gas, I guess. It's almost free money. So I'm hitting my minimum. It's 10:51. Get back on these apps. And these lunch orders should start rolling in. Hopefully it's a busy lunch hour. Good news. I just accepted my first lunker order in a while. Lunker meaning big one. I don't know, I just made that term up. Fishing term. 27.25 double order. 27.25 for I think it was 10.5 miles. Now, it's an interesting one. Because it's Jason's Deli, which is the juicy one. I already know. With another order from this place called Sweets and Eats, which is like a weird hybrid candy store Mexican food hybrid. It's actually pretty good. I've eaten them before. The Sweets and Eats order came through previously as a solo order. I know this is the same one because I looked at the map. It's the same drop-off spot. It was like $8.25 for 8.75 miles. So in my mind, I'm like, do I drop that and just do the Jason's Deli order? Because the Jason's Deli order alone is like $19. But I was like, you know, I'm already going to be, they're like right by each other. The drop-offs are within like a mile of each other. So I was like, well, if the Sweets and Eats order is $8.25 and it's only a mile away from the Jason's Deli order, of course it makes sense to take it. It's like $8.25 for a mile. So hesitantly, I'm going to pick up the Sweets and Eats order because I know it's not a good enough order to accept. But in this scenario, it works out for the best for me. So I think it was $27.25 for 10.5 miles. That will put me in good position. Put me like $68. So we will pick up this double order. It's going to take a little while because I do have to drive to the west side of town. We'll see if I get something coming back. I doubt it, but maybe. You might get lucky. I'll check in with you. Damn Uber. What I'm talking about. A couple of bunch of lunches for the office, I'm guessing. Love Jason's Deli. Kind of what I thought. Just basically like a bunch of lunches for, I'm not sure exactly where this is going, but food for a bunch of people. Catering order. One of the good things about Jason's Deli is you do get these on occasion, especially before Christmas. I was getting them almost every day for a couple weeks. $20 plus orders. So hopefully they start picking back up again now that the holidays are over and taxes are coming back and people are less poor. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll have to deliver this $27 double order. Man, if these were more consistent, we'd be in business, wouldn't we? I'll check in with you after I drop these off. Double order complete. Took like 30 minutes, $27, so not bad at all. Headed back to the other side of town now. It was a little weird drop off for that big order. They gave me a specific location in the building to deliver it, so I did that. But in this particular room, it was completely dark. There was nobody in there. But it was the correct room. I double and triple checked. And I just left it there. And then I told the front desk where it was at. Told security where it was at. Multiple people. Nobody knew the person's name that I delivered for. It was a Sarah. Nobody knew of a Sarah. So I was just like, well, I delivered it where she wanted it. And the app should have notified her that it was delivered. So if anybody's asking for Jason's Deli, it's up in the room that they requested it be delivered to. So their problem now. I already got paid. So off to the east side of town now to hopefully get another quick order. All right, got another double offer that came through as I was making my way back towards my spot. Got a old Chicago like 980 something for 6 miles, which doesn't sound like that great of an offer, but half of those miles were just driving back from the west side because I was about halfway back already. So if I was sitting in my regular spot, this order would be like $9 for 3 miles. So it's a good order. And then I got an add-on after that from Mary's Market. $9.85 for an additional 2.5 miles, I think it was. So like a nice little $19 double order for only 8 miles. Half of which I was going to drive anyway. So very profitable. Stay tuned. Just pulled into old Chicago here. Busier than hell right now. I was getting blown up as I made my way back across town. Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all of them blowing me up. So that's making up for the slow week so far. So far, so good. This, like I said, this is like a $19 double order. So this will put me at like $87 by like $12.15, which is ideal. So well on my way to hitting my $100 goal by 2 p.m. I'm currently getting another Grubhub offer. I might actually have to shut these apps off. I'm gonna get these picked up and delivered, and I'll be back with you. The Uber Eats double order is complete. $19 for like 8 miles. as I was dropping off that second order, I had a decent Grubhub come through. 12 something, almost $13 for 7.2 miles or 7.1 miles, something like that. I'm glad these apps, they give you time to make a decision. You got like, on DoorDash, you got like, they give you like 90 seconds if they send you a double order to let you, figure out if you want to take it or not. Grubhub doesn't give you as much time, but they give you like 30 seconds. So I was able to sit there and try to figure out, I was probably 4 or 5 miles away from my spot where I hang out at to get orders. And my mindset was like, I could decline this because this is actually taking me to the other side of town where I don't normally like to go. And my thought process was I could decline this, drive the 3 or 4 miles back to my spot, and hope that I get something better than what Grubhub is offering me right now. Or I could just go ahead and take this offer. Not a bad one by any means. Not great, not bad. And get paid for every mile that I'm driving, basically, instead of driving 4 free miles back to my spot and hope that I get another good offer. So I went ahead and took it. Sometimes it's your best move just to keep taking the offers, especially if you're kind of out of position. So there's some cases where you might have an order that takes you out of your area where you want to be, and they'll send you another offer. A lot of times they won't send you an offer and you have to drive all the way back to your area. Or in rare cases they'll send you a decent offer, and in most cases it's almost better just to take it. Now this is taking me towards like the other side of downtown, which isn't terrible because there's a couple roads down there that I can hop on and shoot straight back over to the east side. So there's a lot of strategy involved. Another crappy Uber offer. There's a lot of strategy involved. You just got to kind of do what works best for you. And with every market being different, my town is very heavily east side of town is where all the main restaurants are for the most part. I'd say 85 to 90% of your orders are going to be on the east side of town. So some markets, they might be more spread out evenly throughout town, but not so much in my market. So it's kind of a different strategy you got to play. But almost $13 for 7 miles. We're approaching the restaurant here. It's like a half mile ahead of me, and it's a breakfast spot, Swedish Pancake House. So we can pick that order up, get it dropped off, and that will put us right just shy of $100, like $99, maybe $98. It's 12:17 right now, so I'll get this dropped off probably about by 12:30. We'll be in good shape. So we'll talk to you soon. I'm driving over the interstate here. Got a little busy there. I did that breakfast place, $12 for 7 miles, and then I got a $13 for 8 mile order coming all the way over here across town. Takes me right back to my area, so it was an ideal order. Puts me at $114 for the day, and it is only 105. So we are having a profitable day. Best day of the week by far so far. So hopefully that continues. That's more motivation for me to stay out after I pick my daughter up from school. She gets off at 2. I'll handle that, and I'll probably come right back out as long as things keep going the way that they're going. So $114 just after 1 o'clock, and I will let you know when something else worth my time comes through. All right, haven't checked in with you for a little bit. We'll do a quick little rundown of like the last hour or so. So I took that breakfast order, $12 for 7 miles, completed that. Soon after, I got a good order, good positioning order, a downtown pickup as I was on my way back to the east side. That brought me all the way back to my area. $13 for 8 miles. So that was a good positioning order. I took that. I got a little after that drop off. I got a little Panera order, $6 for 2.8 miles. Nothing crazy. And then as soon as I dropped that off, now I've got a Chipotle, $8 for 5 miles. It's taking me right back by my house, and I will pick my daughter up from school, and it works out perfectly. So good day so far. I think this will put me at $128. So $128. Started at 8. It is 1:43 now. So babe, we'll say 6 hours. So that's over $20 an hour. 21, $22 an hour. Not bad for a morning shift. Not bad for morning shift, considering that's usually the slower time of the day. So morning and lunch. Then dinner time's generally pretty busy. So get my daughter picked up, get whatever she needs, and then come right back out, I'm thinking. So I'm trying to hit $250 today. The way this is going, it's feasible. As long as dinner turns out to be as promising as it should be, considering how busy it's been for lunch. So I'm gonna drop this off, pick up the child, and then I will check back in after I do all of those things. It is just after 4. I came back out. Went over to visit my dad, actually, when my daughter got out of school. So we were over there for about an hour. But I came back out, and I got a DoorDash $7.75 for 3.1 miles for Steak and Shake. As I was picking that up, I had an Uber Eats double order, 18 something for 10 miles. An Olive Garden and a Tom and Jerry's. And this DoorDash order for the Steak and Shake, the guy lives like right next to Tom and Jerry's, so it works out tremendously. I already grabbed the Olive Garden on the way back, which was on the way. So I'm going to drop off the Steak and Shake order, hit Tom and Jerry's for the second part of the Uber Eats double order, and deliver the Olive Garden and the Tom and Jerry's. And that will put me, I don't know if there's a hidden tip in this or not, this Uber Eats, but it'll put me at least $153 before 5 o'clock. So we should, as long as I come back out and work tonight, we should fly right through $200. So let's see how much we can do. Don't know how long I'm going to stay out. I might, by 6 or 7, I might say screw it, just go home, but we'll see. Back out here with a beautiful sunset. $12 for 1 mile McDonald's. I've got a Panda Express order in my car for Uber Eats going the same direction. I'll check with you in a moment, let you know what's going on. Hello again. As I stated a moment ago, I am back out here. What is happening? I'm stuck behind idiots constantly. I just did basically a triple order. I had a Grubhub order, $12 for like 1 mile, like less than 2 miles. 12 something for less than 2 miles. And simultaneously, I got a Uber Eats double order, Panda Express and Olive Garden, $17 for like 6 miles, something like that. So I accepted all of them. Panda Express is right next to McDonald's, so I went and grabbed the McDonald's order, grabbed the Panda Express order. The McDonald's drop-off was right on the way to Olive Garden, so that worked out perfectly. Picked up the Olive Garden order, and then delivered those 2 Uber Eats, the Panda and the Olive Garden. So that was a quick $30, $29-$30 or so. And now I have just accepted a Portillo's order, $13.75 for 6 miles. So this will put me at about $197 for the day, and we are at now $619. So potentially a lot of time left too to make more money if I feel like staying out until 8 or 9 o'clock, but we'll see. I'm at least going to do this Portillo's order and see if I get something right away, and then we'll go from there. I'm a little sleepy, but maybe we'll suck it up. Not sure yet. I'll let you know. All right, an executive decision has been made. I just finished that Portillo's order. It showed $13.75 for 6 miles pickup. And when I got the payout after drop off, it was $14.25. So it's a 50-cent hidden tip. Like, why? Why not just show me the $14.25 up front? It's weird when they do hidden tips like that. Like, I don't know. Just, what did they achieve by hiding 50 cents from me? I mean, yeah, I'm glad it was 50 cents more. Cool, great. Made an even better offer. But why wouldn't you just show me $14.25 up front instead? It's kind of silly. But I accepted an order like $11.50 for 7.5 miles. Just an okay order, but it is taking me literally like 2 blocks from my house. So I'm going to do this order, and since it's so convenient, it'll be about after 7 o'clock by then anyway. I will call it a night at about $207, $208, I believe. Maybe closer to $210, somewhere in that ballpark. So a successful night. we'll say $210 in about 8.5 hours, minus the hour and a half or so that I spent hanging out with my dad and picking up my daughter from school, picking up the wife from work. So pretty good day, pretty damn good day for a Thursday. Hopefully tomorrow is more of the same. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a bunch of comments. I like to hear from you guys. Share this with other people who may be DoorDashers, or maybe they hate DoorDash. Maybe this video could be helpful to a friend that you know or whatever that hates DoorDash and then hates how the whole process is or whatever. I don't know. But please comment. Let me know what you think. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the morning.